This pregame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. Keys to the contest is brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, B&B Appliance can help match the appliances to your needs. Stop by at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. And Kevin, I know part of the keys to the game is you can't have, well, there's two of them. You can't have the turnovers, which they've been real good about so far this year, but the penalties that we saw even against Mountain View last week, if that happens in this game, it's going to be a different outcome, I'm afraid.
Right. You're going against a team that you're going to have to play almost a perfect game and hope for them to make some mistakes and help you out. Roosevelt will receive and start on offense. I guess they want to maybe establish some dominance up front right away, and that's the way to do it. They'll come out running hard with Pascal, their leading rusher, Ramirez and Timkowicz are their other two people with some carries. Ramirez is their quarterback. He's got 10 touchdowns on the year.
Yep, through the year, yep.
So
he's carried it somewhat, 34 carries for 166 yards. He's 62 of 102 passing, 743 yards and 10 touchdowns, as you said, but also 5 interceptions also. So he may be prone to give it up a little bit. So we'll see if the Mustangs can. We have a pretty decent backfield, a defensive backfield. So
right.
We'll see if they can put pressure on him and make him, force him into a mistake. So,
and it's hard to tell whether those two games that they lost to those top teams, that some of that wasn't decided by turnovers that they made and beat themselves a little bit.
Yep. Well, we got 15 on the clock. That's 3 too many. So there we go. Fort Morgan in their whites with maroon numbers. Roosevelt, white pants, black shirt, white numbers.
It looked like something from the generic aisle.
Yeah.
For those of you who remember generic products.
Squib kick, and that is going to be touched about the 32. Going to cut it out here to the right. Going to finally be tripped up and taken down right at the 40-yard line. So Roosevelt with fairly decent field position. Once again, they may be trying to keep it out of the hands of the receivers. We've seen that before. You get a decent receiver, a run back receiver, and they just, they want to keep it out of their hands. They figure they're better off having it at the 35 or the 40 and starting from there. So Josiah Ramirez, starting quarterback, a senior for the Rough Riders. 3 receivers split wide left, going to shift one of them into the backfield. Going to have 2 backs behind Ramirez. Now they're going to push him out to the left. And that's a handoff right up the middle. And I believe that's Pascal. Yep. Milo Pascal.
2-yard gain for the Rhode Riders. Second down.
Yeah, looks like we're going to call it 3, I think.
Yep.
It'll be second and 7 from the 43.
That was a pretty good stop on that first play. If we can hold them to 3 yards a down, they'll be punting.
So 2 receivers split to the right, 1 wide left, going to put a man in motion. Going to be a keeper this time, a pass out into the flat. That's going to be complete. It's going to be down into Fort Morgan territory. And that is number 87.
That is a Rough Rider first down.
We'll see who that is.
Landon McCann.
Landon McCann, a senior. Enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 from the Fort Morgan 43. Bunch receivers to the right, going to put one man in motion right to left. It's going to be a handoff once again to Pascal around the right side. He's got some blockers out in front of him. He's downfield well enough for the first down. He picked up
another Rough Rider first down, number 8.
Down to the, if we can see where it's at.
He's on the 25. So an 18-yard scamper for Pascal on his second run.
At the 25, correct. So 1st and 10, Roosevelt scooting right down the field here. Started at their own 40. Good blocking out in front for their running back. Now 3 receivers left. Once again, going to put a man in motion right to left. Going to be a pass out into the flat. It's caught over there at the 25, the 20, the 15, at the 10, the 5. There's a flag coming in. I'm going to guess there's going to be an illegal block. We will see, though, as he got down close to the end zone, but did not get in, but had a nice wall over on that west sideline.
Yeah, you're correct. That's a hold there at the 12, which will bring it back to the
number 4.
22.
Foul. Repeat first down.
See how much they lose out of that.
Back to the 23, so we'll
Bet
give him a
you-
2-yard gain on
Actually,
that
a
one.
gain of 2. So it'll be 1st and 8. That's weird. 1st and 8 from the
14 was
23.
Houston.
One receiver split wide right. Going to be a handout. It's going to be a keeper this time, right up the middle around this right side. And he is going to get into the end zone. No, he's going to be pulled down just short. About the 2-yard line.
Your quarterback, Josiah Ramirez.
So it'll bring up a 1st and goal. He had everybody going left, and he just cut it back to the right. And Fort Morgan, lucky they caught him there about the 2. So 1st and goal from the 2.
Yeah, that was a nice 21-yard scamper
Yep.
for Ramirez.
Two receivers split right and left. Ramirez going to be a handoff up the middle, and that is an easy touchdown.
Wyckoff.
Was that Tim? Was that number 1? or-
Timkowitz, yeah.
Timkowitz?
What did I say? I don't know what I said, but I got Timkowitz written down.
So a touchdown run by Ryder Timkowitz. Puts the Rough Riders up early here by a count of 6-0, waiting for the point after try. As they wait to snap, Timkowitz is actually the holder for the. That kick is going to be up and no good, off to the left. Timkowitz had a little tough time trying to get it set. So that will leave it at 6-0 Roosevelt with 9:14 to go. Here in the first period, the Mustangs will get their first shot at it here after this. Kickoff in this first quarter is brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030.
And that was a pretty efficient drive.
5 plays.
5 plays, 60 yards. Only thing that they didn't do was complete the extra point.
Yep.
Interesting choice of music. Wonder if their fight song is the same fight song as Florida State.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a possibility. We'll see how they come out of this. Rough Riders are bunched at the 35. We'll see if they spread out or if they.
They do that where they run up as a group up to the ball and then spread out, or to an onside
Yeah.
kick.
We'll see what they do. They got the.
Oh, they don't run up to the ball anymore.
So back for Fort Morgan. Clear is. Can't see who that is for sure.
Looks like Dom
Yeah.
on the right side.
Bouncing kick, and was he down? No, he wasn't down. Picked it up on the far sideline. Trying to see who that was over there.
Number 3, is that Benitez?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mustangs recover the kickoff. Number 3, Jordan Perez.
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 Rider defense.
Should have these names memorized by now
Yeah.
with the numbers.
So 1st and 10 from their own 30.
30, yep.
Cooper Chisholm split wide left.
Fritzler in the backfield with
Yeah, now they're moving
Dom at the
left to right. Going to be a handoff around this left side. Oh, did he fumble? He fumbled
Yeah.
the ball and recovered. There's a flag back here. I think that was well after the play. But Fritzler fumbled it and picked up by Thompson, or that'd be next week, by Roosevelt. So we'll see what the call is, but I think this flag came afterward. There was a couple of them back here. One for Roosevelt and one for Fort Morgan.
Well,
So
you talked about mistakes and turnovers, and here we go on the first play from scrimmage and fumble the ball. That's the killer.
let's see what they.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 14, Roosevelt. That penalty will be 15 yards. Roosevelt keeps the ball. First down.
So it will be Roosevelt ball. I thought it was after the play.
Go Roosevelt defense.
So 1st and 10, Roosevelt with 9 minutes to go. Last time this happened after the second play of a fumble, they got shut out by Eaton 41-0. So I hope that isn't something to come up here. So 1st and 10, and that will be back at the Fort Morgan 39. So excellent field position.
Yeah, Fort Morgan's 39.
Yep. And it's not wet. It's not really that cold out there for them. Just
I'm sure they were tearing at him. They had about 5 kids on him before he got to the line of scrimmage.
you just gotta wrap that thing up. So receiver right, 1 left. 2 in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Timkowitz once again, or up the middle. Boy, he is a slick runner. He follows his blocks. He finds the holes and he zips right through there. And that will be a first down.
That's a Rough Rider. First
Down to the
prospect number 1, Rider.
22, 21.
21-yard line.
Scamper of 18 to go with his 2-yard touchdown run.
Chase Kammer split wide right. Left is Houston Howell, number 14. Man in motion left to right. Going to be a handoff once again, and this will be to Pascal. But came up short of the first down.
Down to the 14, so 17 or 7 yards on the carry.
So 2nd down and let's see, 2nd and 2. They get there. Plays in from the sideline. Two receivers split wide left. Got a man in motion. Going to be a handoff. Oh, it's going to be a touchdown. Yep. Boy, that was a slick coming in from the left side. And I did not see. They'll tell us here in a minute who the.
That's 87.
Oh, okay. Some touchdown pass.
I sure thought that was tipped or something.
I did too. I thought one of the Morgan guys had tipped it, but it makes it 12-0 here with the point after to come up, and that was Landon McCann.
Yep.
On the touchdown pass. Line up for the point after once again. Better snap, better hold, and that is up and good for the point after. Makes it now 13-0 Roosevelt.
Point made by number 4, Noah Luceros. Your touchdown was made by number 87, Landon McCann.
Yeah, McCann's for tonight had 14 receptions for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's carrying on.
Yep, doing what he. And that was right over the middle. I mean, that went right through the defense, like you thought. Well, I thought too. I thought somebody in that defensive backfield had blocked it, but it wasn't to be the case. So back for the Mustangs.
30 seconds left in the first.
Standing about the goal line is Don Marquez and Frank Urias. 7:31 to go here, opening quarter. Roosevelt leads at 13-0 on their first 2 possessions. Fort Morgan wedged in between those 2 drives and 1 play on the fumble. So 39 yards and
not the start
3
that
plays.
you want when you're playing a top 10 team to have run 1 play from scrimmage and
Nope.
be down 13-0.
so not a real good kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. I can't believe they're trying to keep it away from our guys, but they could be. I don't know. It'd be nice to see what kind of a kick they really have. You know, if you've got a real good kicker, you're kicking it deep into the end zone anyway. So,
Right.
but they're going
Kick
to
out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball will be placed 35-yard line.
at the 35. So 1st and 10, Fort Morgan.
And it may be that their kicker is injured and this is a second teamer, and that's why they had some struggles with the extra points.
So Dom Marquez lines up in that wing position. Fritzler in the backfield with JJ. Now they're going to move Dom to this side along with Jess. Going to be a handoff to Fritzler once again, and he is going to be out across, not quite the, well, he's going to be close to first down territory. They're going to stop the clock and look. Yeah, that'll be enough for a first down.
And they moved it up to the 45 to make it nice and even. 10-yard run. Much better job that time.
First down.
Blocking and running.
Yep. So 1st and 10, Fort Morgan from their own 45. JJ shotgun. It's going to be a handoff again this side to Fritzler, and there's going to be a flag behind the play, usually in the area of holding.
But with the loss on the play, they may
Yeah.
decline the penalty.
Holding. Offense. Number 72. 10-yard penalty.
Let's see what they're going to
Yeah, might as well
take it. Okay. I'm not sure what the loss was, how far he was about a 3 or 4 yard loss. I wasn't sure, but
I think just a yard.
okay.
He fought pretty hard to get back up there.
So now it's 1st and 20 from where they started originally, from the 35. Cooper Chisholm split wide left. Isaiah Ortiz to the right.
And they're playing pretty much single coverage and got 9 in the box to stop the run.
JJ deep down the sideline here, and that is going to be almost caught, but there was a defender right there with Cooper. But it looked like it got into the hands of Chisholm, but he just could not quite control it. Houston Howell right there in his pocket. That play worked last week for, what was that, 40-yard pass or whatever it was. So
Yeah, that would have been one that you'd like to have on a night like this.
Oh.
78. Offense.
Wouldn't have counted
been
it.
for nothing.
Decline. It's second down.
Wouldn't have counted anyway.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 20 from the 35 for the Mustangs. Their second possession.
And that's just kind of like a coaching penalty that you've got to definitely work with this offensive lineman to know that if it's a passing play, you got to stay back and can't go downfield.
Chisholm split wide left again. Frankie inside of him. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to. Did he drop the ball? I think he was down. Well, it came loose again, but he was down. He got back on, and that was Fritzler.
Yeah, looks like he got a yard on that one.
That's the 36. So 3rd and 19 from the 36. Got to hang on to that. As they say this time of year, got to hang on to that pumpkin. So
Yes. Or no pumpkin spice latte for you.
Yeah. 55 degrees and still JJ rolls out to his right, looks downfield, and that is going to be in and out of the hands of Frank Urias. He'd have been short of the first down. Hard to tell. We're on the east sideline. That was play happened on the west sideline. Hard to tell if it was a catch of a ball or not. But
And so far, 2 really nice passes by JJ to get the ball in his receiver's hands, and they've got to be able to help him out on a
Yeah.
night like this, because we can't make up for that.
yeah, it goes against him as a stat. I think they need a stat on drop balls is what they need, and it looks like, well, he's 0 for 2 or whatever. Well, it's not all on him. So Frank. Oh, that's going to be a short punt right off of the side of his foot.
Right
You don't see that happen from Frankie very often.
Well, and Roosevelt will have really nice
Yep.
yardage again.
They'll be within Fort Morgan territory to start once again. And I'm trying to see where they're marking. Oh, still bringing it down. Yeah. Not the 45 of Fort Morgan.
It's only a 9-yard punt.
6:03 to go. First quarter. Roosevelt leads it by a score of 13-0. So 1st and 10, Roosevelt. At the Fort Morgan 45. Bunch receivers to the right, one split wide left. Gonna put a man in motion right to left. Gonna be a deep pass down the left sideline, and it's there. Oh, he dropped it. That was a pass that should have been caught.
Yeah, for sure. I think he almost was too open. He was like,
Yeah.
he had to slow down a little bit. I think he didn't quite lead him enough. But still, he's going to have dreams about that one tonight.
Yeah, Sincere Coleman was the closest guy, but that receiver had got behind him.
Yeah. I think you'll see that play called again.
Yeah. Sincere's a junior. 2nd and 10 from the 45, lined up. Bunch receivers to the left this time, one receiver to the right. That'd be a handoff up the middle once again over on the right side now. And that is going to be Pascal again. He is fast and he follows his blocks.
And he's shifty.
He is. He can almost, shift right to left on a dime, and it's going to be well enough for a first down.
Down to the 23. A gain of 22 for Pascal on that play, his longest run of the night.
So 1st and 10, Roosevelt.
He's averaging 12.5 so far per carry. It's pretty good average.
Yeah. One receiver split wide right, 2 left, put a man in motion, and that play is going to come to a stop.
Full start. Offense.
So that'll cost them 5.
That penalty. First down.
Other than that drop pass, I think that's the first mistake Roosevelt's made.
Yep. So 1st and 15 from the 28.
American Heating and Air, who is sponsoring tonight's game.
Yeah, that's the first time they have had a setback, but they seem to pick up 8, 9, 10 yards a carry every time they touch the ball. So
Yeah, we had the first play of the game, we held Pascal to 3 yards, and since then it's been almost double digits other than the 2-yard touchdown.
So 3 receiver split wide left. Pass over the middle and wide open into the end zone, and that is going to be Noah Lucero. Wide open. Somebody lost track of him in the pattern. So touchdown pass to Lucero. And now makes it 19-0 here in the first quarter with 5:40 to go. Seems like it's been a long quarter. Maybe that happens with stoppage for extra points all the time. So
It's only been 21 minutes. And we're only 2/3 or a little over halfway through.
Waiting for the snap. Down, placement, and that looks like it's off to the right. Once again, no good.
No good on the extra point, but number 4, Noah
That's about,
Lucero brought in
other
that
than the
touchdown.
5-yard penalty they just had, that's about the only
Riders.
thing they haven't done right is kick the extra points on 2 of them.
And that time it took them less than 2 minutes to score since the last time they scored.
Yep.
Of course, Fort Morgan threw twice and had incomplete, so that didn't take much time off the clock.
And that's what, that's what Fort Morgan's got to do now. If they want to try to get anywhere semblance getting back into this game, they're going to have to catch the ball.
Right. And keep JJ's uniform clean when Roosevelt's going to be teeing off.
Yep. Yeah, they've been rolling him out. It gives him a little extra time. They don't, as long as they don't roll him out into pressure. So Fort Morgan with their 3rd possession coming up. Dom Marquez and Frank Urias, I believe, are back at the goal line. But so far they haven't kicked it deep at all.
Rough Riders, your team needs your spirit. Let's hear ya.
The Mustangs with some work to do here in the opening quarter. They trail at 19-0 after 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns. Kickoff is going to land about the 20. Is going to be picked up at the 15, 20, 25, 30, and that is Aiden Brown with the
Got up to
return.
the 32, maybe.
Mustang return made by number 11, Aiden Brown.
Hard to tell with the
Oh, 34.
There we go. 1st and 10 from their own 34.
Started the first drive at the 30 and the last drive at the 35, and so that's pretty consistent.
JJ going to be a handoff once again, but met in the backfield. Is going to be Fritzler.
I think they're saying no gain on
No
that
gain
one.
on that one, but no time whatsoever.
Stop had no gain of yards. 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 34. They've got to get, they got to give him time. They got to give him some holes to run in. They got to give him time to pass. So we'll see what happens here. Split wide left is Jaden Carrera. Frankie inside of him. Cooper Chisholm on the far right side. JJ rolls out to his right, and he is going to be sacked. That's the one thing. They want to keep him off that shoulder, but nothing opened up over there. Oh, now there's a flag. You'll see who that's going to go on.
That's got to be against Roosevelt.
He looked like he's pointing to the Mustangs. Yeah, it's hard to tell. He was. We'll see what they.
After the play, unsportsmanlike
Yep.
conduct. 6, Roosevelt.
Yep,
15-yard penalty. The down counts. It's still 3rd down.
good call there, Kevin.
So they
Braylon Brake.
They dropped him back to the 25, so he'd lost 9 on that.
So the down counts. It'll be 3rd down. About 4. At the 40. Cooper Chisholm in motion, left to right. Snap back. JJ looks. He's going to be pressured once again. He's going to be hit once again. And that's going to be a drop back inside of the 30. It looks like maybe about the, see what they're going to put, about the 29.
Rough Riders sack puts the Mustangs at
Wow.
4th down.
Fourth
That's 2
and-
sacks for loss of 13 yards and 2 incomplete passes.
Yeah, it's 4th and 15. From just inside the 30. Get everybody set out there for the return. See if Frankie can get a better kick here. Much better kick. Nice job there, Frank. It's going to be caught at the 35 around that left sideline, across the 45, the 50, the 45, and finally brought down in Fort Morgan territory about the 40. And that is Noah Lucero.
By number 4, Noah Lucero. It is Rough Rider ball.
3:26 to go, opening quarter.
Yeah, down at the 41. Their best field position.
So 1st and 10 from the Mustang 41. See if the Mustangs can get a pick here. He has thrown 5 interceptions this year. Looks down over the middle, and that is going to be a catch about the 30. And finally brought down well enough for the first down. That will be down just inside the 30.
That's Lucero again.
So pass down to the, what did we say it was, the 29?
So 12-yard.
Yep.
Gain on that.
And he's getting plenty of time. The defense isn't getting to him whatsoever.
And he's only had the one incomplete, and that was right through the receiver's hand.
Yep.
So he's having a really good night and plenty of time to throw, like you said.
Ramirez looking to the sidelines for instructions as they're set up in their formation. Receivers right and left. Going to be a handoff up the middle once again. And he's going to break free, and that is Pascal once again. Going to be close to a first down. As they stop the clock, they're going to wind it again, so it will be a first down.
Right at 10 yards.
Yep, down to the 29. I thought maybe they had him there for a moment there at the line of scrimmage, but he busted on through there. They've got some horses up front. They're doing the job for Roosevelt. Ramirez shotgun formation, puts a man in motion left to right. Pass out here into the flat, and that is going to be caught down to the 10, inside the 10.
83.
83, okay. That'll be a first down. Colton Schlegel.
Eagle.
So first and goal for Rough Riders. And about, what, the 5, I believe. Nope. Yeah, that's in this. 6, they're saying the 10. It's not 10.
No.
They're down inside the, must be about the 6. We'll say the 6, I believe.
Okay.
3 receivers split wide left. Rolls out to his left, pass over into the corner, and that goes through the intended receiver's hands over there, and that's Jace Hamilton.
I think maybe Hamilton was the one that missed the catch on
I
the
believe
previous
so.
one.
Looks like Sincere Coleman was right there. He had to get it over him. He did, but it went through the receiver's hands, so it'll bring up the first time on this drive a second down.
All right.
So second and goal from the 6. Trying to get themselves, Mustangs, pumped up out there a little bit. Lucero in the gap to the left. It's going to be a handoff on the right side and into the end zone for a touchdown, and that is going to be Timkowitz once again. A touchdown run from 6 yards out by Timkowitz. With a minute 26 to go here in the opening quarter. That was from the Fort Morgan. That was a 41-yard drive in 5 plays.
They're going to try this extra point again.
We're waiting for the snap. Hold. And that time it's up and good. He's going every other one. So 26-0.
That extra point was made by number 57, freshman Brody.
think they changed kickers. I don't think it was
Yeah.
a freshman before. Number 47. Is that what they said?
I think it said
No.
46, but is
I
there
don't know.
46 on their list?
What's the number?
46, I thought they said.
46. I'm just listening. I'm just here. I'm not sure what's going on.
So that's probably
yeah.
right that he's a freshman. He's not
Yeah,
on the roster.
that's why they said Brody, and she doesn't know the last name either, and she goes to school here. So
Brody, freshman.
that's right.
Well, I wonder how many more times we're going to hear this song.
Yeah. Well, if it keeps up like this, it's going to be. This is about like the Eaton game. It'll be a running clock before the end of the second quarter if this
Right.
continues. The Mustangs have got to get some type of offense sustained here if they want to try to keep it out of the hands of the number 3 team in the state, the Roosevelt Rough Riders.
Fort Morgan just has the 1 first down so far on that first run by Fritzler.
Kemmerer with the kick, and it is going to be finally picked up about the 15-yard line. And then body slammed. And who was that? I believe that was...
Running it?
Yeah.
That was Aiden.
Oh, was it? Okay.
At least it was to the same position where Aiden was last time, unless they made some adjustments. And the Rough Rider, if you heard the crowd in the background, the Rough Riders picked him, the defender had him up on his shoulder, but he let him down gentle. He didn't slam him, otherwise
Yeah.
it would have been a penalty.
About the 31, I believe. First and 10 at the 31. Cooper Chisholm in motion, moves from right to left. Sets left side, going to put Frankie in the slot. And it's going to be a handoff to Frank going around that right side. Not a lot there. He gets it out across the 30. Going to be second down. And
Out to the 32, so a gain of 1.
no, they're going to give him, we'll give him 2 out to the 33. So
Second down.
Oh, yep, you're right.
So a run by Frankie on that one.
His first carry. I'd say his first touch, but he touched that one incomplete pass that
Yeah.
he dropped.
So 2 receivers each side. It's going to be JJ, and he looks downfield, rolls out to his right. Pass is going to be caught at the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, and that is Broden Jess. Nice pass there up by the senior quarterback and the senior receiver.
Number 88, Broden Jess.
Yep, all the way out to the 49.
Picks up a 1st and 10 still on their side of the field.
First down.
Down to, must have went out of bounds. The clock stopped at 30 seconds to
16
go.
yards on that.
2 receivers each side. Going to be a handoff to Fritzler. He's going to get it across midfield. And that will be down to the 48 of Roosevelt. And somebody is down. Can't tell just who it is with 17 seconds left.
Looks like the lineman.
That's what they don't need is injuries.
Send it in. Our new lineman sending in 70. Who is Leo Caraveo,
Okay.
is going in to replace the injured.
Whoever is down. Looking at a left leg possibly. If you're confused by the way the rankings work, don't worry. The Eastern Plains Sports Network has you covered. Every Tuesday we bring you Blackatology on our Spotify channel. Ben Blecker breaks down the rankings and what all the numbers mean in a way that's easy for you to understand. Blackatology is presented by Agricultural Accounting. You're a producer, not an accountant. Let them plow through your paperwork. Visit agman.co today to set up a consultation.
That was Manel Zanu.
And he is up. Coming
Hobbling.
Score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time.
Coming
but
up,
the actions
or
of the
coming off
players,
on his own
coaches, and spectators are
power.
remembered. As you attend tonight's game, think of how history will remember you. Good sports show how to play the game.
Second-
A message from the Colorado High School
second to 7.
Activities Association and the administration here at Roosevelt High
The
School.
48
Yeah, first time in Rough Rider
territory.
Yeah.
First one behind JJ. 3 receivers split wide left. Now they're going to send Isaiah Ortiz over to the right. And, oh, they started the clock. End of the quarter. Sorry about that. So the end of the quarter number 1 will come to an end with Roosevelt leading your Fort Morgan Mustangs 26-0 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Pass to Isaiah Ortiz out in the flat, and nice job running there by Ortiz as he gets the first down for the Mustangs. He gets it down inside the 20, I believe. It's hard to tell. We're sitting behind the...
I think he's 17. I look at the guy across the way.
Oh, okay.
And so that's a 31-yard pickup.
That'll be a 1st and 10 from the 17. Receiver split left and right. JJ looks over to the left and
Prior to the snap.
timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout Roosevelt.
That's their first of the half.
Yeah, they were in the wrong coverage, and they had a Mustang uncovered on the left side there. And guess it's a good time to burn a timeout.
Yep. Second quarter is brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Well, next week we will be at Thompson Valley. 7 o'clock kickoff. Thompson Valley, I think we said earlier, they're sitting at number 8, but that could change this week. Right now they're at number 8, so.
They have Mountain View this week?
Or I did not see who they were.
I think they have Mountain View.
Well, that ought to be.
They have just the one loss, and that was to Timnath. And that was earlier in the season, kind of an anomaly.
It's kind of a weird thing, yeah. So 1st and 10 Mustangs. JJ shotgun formation. Gets a snap, looks over the middle, down the left sideline, and that is going to be caught for the touchdown, Frank Urias with the TD catch. Beautiful pass by JJ Marquez into the left corner.
Touchdown made by number 7.
Touchdown pass.
Yeah, that was very nice.
To Frankie.
Just patient and waited, and the offensive line provided him with some blocking and some time.
So Frankie not only catches the touchdown pass, he's going to line up for the point after try. As they wait for the snap, down, kick is up, and hit the upright and through. You know, it was funny because I thought that had already gone through when it hit that upright. That brings the score now to 26-7. So a nice 69-yard drive in 5 plays. Kevin, I didn't hear you ring your bell. We scored. We were supposed to ring our bells when we score. There we go.
All right, here we go. Touchdown Mustangs.
So we'll see how the Mustangs handle the second kickoff. They kicked off the first time to start the game to Roosevelt. Excuse me.
Yeah, that was just a really nice drive. You know, coming back out down 26-0, very easily could have just caved, and they rose up and had some really nice plays and a lot of patience by JJ in the backfield. A lot of time given to him.
Medium depth kick at about the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and nice job out there. Who was that? That was the kicker, Irvin Melendez. He saved the touchdown. Man, Lucero had a head of steam from the 15. He got it clear down into Fort Morgan territory down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how that blocker that was in front of him couldn't have blocked that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but worked out for Mustangs, and looks like they're going to move it back.
Return
Maybe
the
there's a
return.
penalty.
Block in the back.
Oh, okay.
0 of the return team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the
Yep,
foul.
that helps.
First down.
That will be back in their
35.
own 35.
Yeah, I had visions of Lutheran and, or was it Pueblo East? I guess Pueblo East, the first game where we scored to finally go up on them, and then they run the
Yep.
ball back for a touchdown.
Yeah, the momentum was all with Fort Morgan. Everybody was happy and cheering, and 20 seconds later, it was just the opposite. So, first and 10 from their own 35, the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Who is that? Is that a? I'm trying to think. That does not look like. Is that number 12? I could not see. Handoff up the middle, and that'll be enough for a first down as they get it out to the 46, 47 yard line.
That's new runner, number 6,
The Rough
which
Riders,
is
first down.
Braylon Brake.
Braylon Brake.
They put the brakes on.
Right. Fort Morgan put the brakes on Brake. But it'll be a first and 10 Rough Riders from their own 47. 12-yard scamper there by Brake. Ramirez shotgun formation, two receivers to the right, man in motion, right to left. Going to beat a break once again, and nice stop there by the Mustangs. That initial hit, can't see the number, number 32. That is Quentin Alleman with a stop into Mustang territory at the 49.
Yeah, I wonder whether Pascal is dinged up or they're just giving him some time.
Second and 6 from the 49. Snap back, pass out here into the flat. Caught at the 45 down to the 40. Would be enough for a first down. As it will be at the Mustang 40.
And that goes to number 2, Nathaniel Herrera.
Well, one thing about it here at this stadium, they give you who the players are that either runs the ball or catches it. So first and 10, once again, Rough Riders with 10-13 and counting here, second period. The Rough Riders lead at 26-7. Receiver split right and left. Ramirez, it's got a number 17. I don't know if that's Ramirez or not. And he's running around that right side and goes down inside the 35.
Yeah, I wonder whether he'd thrown the ball instead of
Is that one of the Mason Mallory?
Mallory.
Number 17. I know they'd had 2 or 3 different quarterbacks in there. That'll bring up about second and 5.
34.
From the 34.
So yeah, I'm wondering whether Mallory threw that last pass.
So that's why I was wondering when I thought a different number out there. I wasn't sure, but Mallory once again, and that ball is going to be knocked down. I thought maybe it had been intercepted there by the Mustangs, but knocked down by a defensive lineman.
As a Rough Riders,
And
we're on third down. Let's hear
that
you,
is
fans.
Jack
Rough
Worth.
Riders need ya.
Jack Worth with a deflection.
So I wonder, being up 26-7 there, thinking it's time to play the young kids and rest everybody else.
Could be. So receiver right and left. 2 in the backfield. Usually they send one of them in motion. Mallory, it's going to be a handoff up the middle and then over on that right side. Runs into a defender, knocks him down, and then it's finally brought down just short of the 15.
Yeah, that's Pascal again.
Yep.
18 yards on that.
First down made by number 8, Milo Pascal.
So first and 10. There, we're going to say the 16. I think they're just short of the, yeah, right at the 16. So as you said earlier, a pretty shifty runner. He sees that hole and he hits it and then sidesteps, and I don't know who he had knocked down over there, but he hit one of the defenders over there and knocked him back, and he got another 5 or 6 yards after that. Tomkowitz in the backfield with the quarterback. Going to be passed out here into the left flat. It's going to be completed at the 10, at the 5, and he is going to scamper into the end zone once again, and that is Houston Howell.
Touchdown, Rough Riders!
Touchdown pass to Howell.
Well, it's nice to know that they've got two quarterbacks that can play interchangeably.
Yep. Yeah, he's got a good pass. I mean, he's got a good arm there, it looks like, when he hit a nice tight spiral.
That's the sophomore that's come in several times.
So that is number 57 out there. Trying the PAT. Jackson Wheelock. Up. That is up, and that is good. He's 2 for 2.
Extra point is good by number 57, your freshman, Brody Rolich. Your
Okay, it's
touchdown
Brody
made by
Rolich.
number
It's not-
14, Houston
Yeah, it's not who it says on their thing, so that brings it to 33-7. Has not been a possession yet that they haven't scored on.
Haven't got to find out who their punter is, eh?
No, that's yeah.
With 8 minutes and 19 seconds
He's,
left in the second, your Rough Riders are at 33.
I wonder if he's even suited up tonight. Well, we'll see if the Mustangs can answer that. They did a good job last time. They drove it, what, 69 yards, I believe. No, yeah, 69 yards, I believe. But 69 yards and 5 plays on their last possession. So see if the Mustangs can continue that with 8:19 left here, second quarter, down 33-7. Waiting for the kickoff, and that is a nice deep kick. It's going to land and go into the end zone. I believe that was Lucero that kicked that off. So let's see what the Mustangs can do as they start from their own 20. Dom Marquez comes off. Isaiah Ortiz split wide right.
The Mustangs have only run 13 plays from scrimmage
It's
at
crazy.
this point of the night.
So Jess and Ortiz to the right, Frankie to the left, and Chisholm far out. It's going to be a handoff to Fritzler once again.
Looks like you got a couple.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see if 21, 22.
If the far sideline guys.
22.
On the spot.
So second and 8 from the 22. Three receivers left, one to the right. JJ rolls out to his left, looks downfield, looks to pass, and that is going to be to Jess. Oh, he dropped it wide open at about the 38-yard line. You don't see that from Broden Jess very often. He's usually pretty sure-handed.
Right.
But that time it was in and out of the hands.
So that's 3 catches that are incompletes that you can't really hold against Marquez, and those are the only 3 incompletes he has.
Yep.
All 3 of them were in the receiver's hands and catchable. He's having a great night.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Gives him that extra time when they roll him out of that pocket. So 3 receivers split wide right, one or to the left, excuse me. JJ is going to be a draw play, and all that did was draw a defender And they're going to go down about the 20. It's going to be a loss of 2 back to the 20, I believe.
21.
21. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just lost one.
So a draw play, but they'll bring up a 4th and 9 from the 21.
Down.
It's another nice time for Frankie to get a nice deep kick. Lucero and Houston Howell stand about their own 48-yard line. Good snap. Frank with a nice kick, nice spiraling punt. Clear back to the 35, and that is caught at the 40, 45. Where'd he go? There he is, and he's going to go down about their own 45-yard line, and that is Lucero.
Returned by number 4, Noah Lucero. It is Rough Rider ball.
So another first down try here for the Rough Riders. 1st and 10 from their own. Well, they're going to put it at the 46-yard line. With 6:38 to go, second quarter. And let's see, we got our
starter
Yep.
Ramirez back in
Ramirez is back.
with Timkovich.
Puts a man in motion, left or right. And it's going to be a handoff to Timkovich right up the middle, 40, down to the Mustang 41-yard line. We got another player down for the Mustangs right at midfield.
Yeah, Timkovich, that's just his 4th carry. Had the 2-yard jaunt for a touchdown, then 18 yards, a 6-yard touchdown, and 13 yards. So we'll see who's down for the Mustangs. They're looking at his lower body as well.
Yeah, Coach Chisholm's going to go out and see what's happening.
Oh, they're getting him up.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like it's the goal 76
Let's see who that is.
for the Mustangs. Not on the roster.
Well, that's too bad.
I know he played some last week because I remember watching him out there, but
He's up and off the field. We'll see. He'll probably be back, I would think. So 1st and 10 from the Mustang 41. Clock runs here, 6:31. Shotgun formation. Pass down the deep sideline, and that is going to be incomplete. Nice job down there by the defender. And that is going to be Jaden Carrera.
he underthrew that one.
Yep.
If he would have had that one on pace, he would have been in. He was 5 yards at least behind the defender.
All proceeds will be going to the Roosevelt Speech and Debate
So
Team.
2nd and 10 for the Rough Riders. Let's see if Ramirez is still in the game. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Waits the snap, puts a man in motion left to right. And it is Ramirez as he goes around that right side, and it's going to be caught down at the 20, and now a flag in the backfield.
Unnecessary roughness.
Okay. Roosevelt's not real disciplined. Is that their 3rd one they've had tonight?
Yeah.
Completion made by number 11.
He did a good job of getting the
Flag on
the
the
defender
play.
on the ground, and then right as he was getting up, Barry was getting up, didn't have his balance yet, and he went and pancaked him again. 5-10 yards behind the play. That's
I
pretty
saw
much
him
the
go down
definition of
initially,
it.
and then I started looking downfield. So
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 71, offense, 15-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
So bring it 2nd and 25. I guess it's from the line.
Back on the 44 now of Fort Morgan. Or up Roosevelt. They're back in their own territory.
So 2nd and 25 after the unsportsmanlike penalty. Yeah, I don't know if they're just trying to drive something home, saying, yeah, we're kicking your butt right now and we don't care. I don't know. I don't have any idea what they're saying, but 3 receivers split wide right, 1 left. Going to be an inside handoff, and that is nice job there by the Mustangs. Was that a, I don't know if that was an illegal block. Was it a face mask?
That's, you know, yeah, looks like something.
Let's see what they call holding. Holding on, yeah, well, they might decline it. It's, why give them another shot at it? Why give them that extra down when it was a short gain? They started at the 44 and got, well, they got what?
It would be 3rd and
6 out of
20
it.
or
Offense.
4th
Number
or
14.
2nd and
That
40.
penalty
So,
is
yeah.
declined. 3rd down.
So we got
We got
And
6
your
out of
that.
Riders are on a 3rd down.
3rd and
Let's let 'em
19.
hear ya.
From there. 49-yard. Well, they got it right at midfield, don't they? Okay. .524 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Pass out on that right side, wide open about the 45 of the Mustang, down to the 40, and down inside the 35. So that'll bring up a 4th and short. And I can't believe that they would punt here or try a field
Pass
goal.
completion made by
So that's
number 20,
down to the
Owen
34.
So he got 15 yards on that one.
So 4th and 3 from the 34-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left. It's going to be a keeper up the middle, and that will be enough for the 1st down. As the quarterback keeper, and that was Ramirez once again.
Down made by number 12, Josiah Ramirez.
They'll bring that for 1st and 10. Roosevelt from just inside the 20. It looks like it's sitting at the 19.
29.
At the 29. I was just seeing if you were paying attention, because apparently I'm not.
Well, you look at those numbers all the way across, and you can't always tell. So you got to look and see, is there 40 next to it, or a?
Yeah,
Because the 20 and the 30 look just almost exactly the same across the field.
so 1st and 10, 2 receivers right. Single setback. Lucero drops back, looks over the middle, and that pass is going to be caught at the 20, at the 15. And that is going to be your number 87 once again. Is that Howell?
That's McCann.
Oh, McCann, sorry. Howell
Another
is.
Rough Rider 1st down made by number 87, Landon McCann.
Down to the 14, so 15 yards on that one. Back-to-back 15-yard passes.
1st and 10 at the 14. For the Roosevelt Rough Riders, they lead at 33-7 with 3:27 to go here, opening half. Ramirez gets some more instructions from the sideline. Going to be an inside handoff around this left side, then back up the middle, inside the 5, down, be enough for a 1st down, I believe. He's down inside the 4, about to the 3. So 1st and goal at the 3.
Rough Riders are 1st and goal.
Take their time when they bring a play in.
Yeah. Mustangs will have the ball at the start of the 2nd half.
They'll get another shot here before the end of the half. 2:46 to go, and it's going to be an inside handoff to Pascal once again, and he is going to be held out of the end zone, just short. It's going to be 2nd inches, so we have to go with the 1. It's the best defensive stop for the Mustangs so far tonight.
We just substituted in two new offensive linemen. I don't know if they're like goal line people or they're the starters that are coming back in. You'd think with 6 inches to go, you wouldn't need to stack the box, but
You wouldn't think so.
you
Of
got
course, they do
3
like,
plays.
we saw with Coach Davies, that even third or fourth and inches, they always ran it out of the shotgun formation. It was never, but as I say that, he's up under center. So Ramirez with 3 in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Pascal, but he has people in front of him, and he crosses the end zone. So full house backfield for Roosevelt, gets him into the end zone. That was Pascal, right?
Yep. And some of the Fort Morgan faithful may be either heading to the concession stand early or heading home.
So 39-7 with a extra point coming up from their freshman. Waits, snap is down, kick is up, and I believe it was blocked. It hits the crossbar and goes over.
Oh,
Mustangs just can't, because I think it was partially blocked by the Mustangs. Hits the crossbar and goes over. 40-7.
yeah, that's
crazy.
Mustangs are
I agree.
at 7,
Crazy, crazy.
And your Rough Riders are at 40.
So the Mustangs will get a shot here at the end of the first half as they trail at 40-7. So JJ warms up on the sideline with Mr. Jess. Oh, it's 80. Is that 89? Trying to see who that is warming up here on the sideline.
Oh, he's just catching JJ's balls and throwing them back to.
It says 89. I do not know who 89 is.
Probably some freshman or sophomore that just got pulled up after last week's suspensions and everything.
Yep.
It's too cold for ice cream, I think, but the young fans from Fort Morgan came back with ice cream.
Now,
anyway.
if I was inside and it's 30 degrees outside, I'll have ice cream any time of the year.
Yes. I'll have some a little bit later tonight, probably.
Nice spiral kickoff at about the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. This is Frankie with the return. Out almost to the 30. He'll be short of the 30 out about the 26, 27 yard line. See where they finally mark it at. At the 25, 26 yard line. So we'll see if the Mustangs, how aggressive they are here once they get the ball after the second half. Snap back, JJ looks like a screen pass, and it will be to Fritzler. Breaks the tackle, gets up to the 45. Breaks that tackle, the 50, the 45, the 40. Nice job by Ben Fritzler. Got hit a couple of times, broke some tackles, got down into Roosevelt territory. Initially, it didn't look like it was going to go anywhere, but Fritzler kept his balance and broke it down to the 39-yard line.
So 11 and 29 is 40 yards on that one. That was a nice little screen.
Yep.
Caught him off guard.
Deep pass down that left sideline, and that is going to be up, and that's going to end up being intercepted on the left sideline. And let's see. Can't tell, it's too far over there.
And like we were talking before, that's actually his first bad pass.
Yep.
He's had a great night. Just threw it as far as he could, and the receiver had to slow down, and the defender caught up and went up for it. He'd have liked to have seen the offensive player maybe play a little defense on that and knock it down, but
he just got behind him and then didn't know what to do with it, I believe, but I couldn't see who that even was over there. So 1st and 10 Rough Riders with 1:05 to go here in the first half. Let's see, 1st and 10 from the 11. Man in motion, snap back, handoff around the, it's going to be a little dump pass. That is going to be complete out across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and finally got brought down at midfield. And that is going to be Timkowitz.
Huge Rough Rider first down made by number 1 Rider.
Another
Timkowitz.
screen pass, 1st and 10. They're going to mark him down at the 49.
So that was down at the 11. Did you say
That's
to
what
start
I
with?
put. It was right there because
Okay.
they were standing just up above the 10 there. So let's see, they're gonna see if they're gonna try to score here at the end of the half. Deep pass down that right sideline and wide open, and that is going to be a complete pass down at about the 12-yard line.
Huge completion made by number 12 Josiah Ramirez to number 2
So first and
Nathaniel Herrera.
10 at the 12.
So it's
As they
39
line
yards. So 38 yard and a 39 yard.
Pascal with a run play, and he is going to go into the end zone for the touchdown. Amazing.
That's a
Wow.
touchdown. Number 8.
3 plays, they get it to the running clock here in the first half. That is crazy.
3 plays. 12, 39, and 38.
Yep, not quite. We got to get one more point. We're only at 46.
Right, but it was still a 3-play drive.
Three,
That was
yeah,
pretty
3 plays.
incredible.
That's crazy. That was Pascal once again. Line up for the extra point. Snap. Kick is up and good.
Wow.
Extra point good made by number 57.
So that will keep the
Rhode.
clock running. I got a little ahead of myself there. Makes it 47-7.
And we won't even get to the kickoff on this
Nope.
one.
So the first half will come to an end. We will have a special by Ben Bleck and then be back later in the halftime show with some stats. So we will go to halftime. This halftime show is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with people you know and people who know you. Stop by one of their locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. So at the end of the half, the Mustangs trail at 47-7 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickell and Kevin Rhode back here at Roosevelt High School. Christy Creighton back in the studios running the board for us tonight. This halftime show, this is the Equitable Savings Loan halftime show. We brought that up earlier, but Mustangs trail at 47-7, and we'll let Kevin get into some numbers.
All right, we'll start with Roosevelt. Roosevelt ran the ball 20 times for 198 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's a 10-yard average. Those break down as Pascal having 11 carries for 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ramirez, 2 carries for 26 yards. Timkowitz, 4 carries for 39 yards and 2 touchdowns. Break, 2 carries for 16, and Mallory 1 for 6. Passing, Ramirez was 10 completions on 13 attempts for 2 touchdowns and 189 yards. Mallory had 3 attempts for 2 completions, 1 touchdown, and 25 yards. The receiving went to McCann, 3 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown. Howell, 2 catches for 18 yards and 1 touchdown. Lucero, 2 catches for 40 yards and 1 touchdown. Schlegel, 1 catch for 13 yards. Herrera, 2 for 48. Nieto, 1 for 15. And Timkowitz, 1 for 38 in that final drive. Total yards for Roosevelt in the first half, 412. Moving on to the Fort Morgan Mustangs, your hometown school. Mustangs ran the ball 10 times for a total of 4 yards. Fritzler, 7 of those carries for 16 yards. JJ, 2 for a -14. Those are the 2 sacks that he took. I don't know if that's officially goes under running or passing, but
Well, I know with the Broncos game last week, the sacks came off of passing yards.
Yeah.
Because they had a total of, in that game, they ended up with a total of 10 yards passing after 9 sacks by the Broncos last week.
Yeah. And Urias had 1 carry for 2 yards. Marquez passing, 5 completions on 8 passes. 4 completions. 4 completions on 8 attempts. Those 3 incompletes were through the hands of his receivers, and then 1 was into the hands of the defender on the interception there late in the half. He finishes 4 of 8 for 1 interception, 1 touchdown, and 104 yards. Those passes, 4 catches, went 1 each to Jess for 16, Ortiz for 31, Urias 17 yards and the touchdown, and Fitzler 1 for 40 yards. Total offense for the Mustangs, 108 yards. So we started off at the beginning of the game talking about keys to victory. Fort Morgan's had quite a few penalties, some turnovers, 2 turnovers, a fumble and an interception, and just aren't able to stop the powerhouse offense of Roosevelt. And Roosevelt's had quite a few penalties themselves, but they're able to overcome it. On that last drive, they got the ball on the 12 of their own 12, and in 3 plays, they were in the end zone.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, they hit you from every direction, that's for sure. They can run it with numerous people, plus passing. We saw they brought in 2 different quarterbacks tonight, and each one of them throw the ball very well. So,
right. And I was talking with Coach Langford after the game last week, and he said people just don't understand that our next 3 games are going to be against elite teams. That's what he put it as, is elite teams. And I think he's right that Roosevelt, Thompson Valley, Pomona, Windsor, who's right now ranked 1st, Holy Family's up there. Those are like a step above everyone else. Now Lutheran's up there, like ranked 8th or something, and Pueblo East is ranked 10th, depending on which ranking you look at.
Yep.
And we played both of those teams to a 1 score, and just lost some momentum at the end. Those 2 teams are in the top 10, but they're not elite. These ones that we have, the state championships, definitely coming somewhere from Windsor, Roosevelt, Thompson Valley, or Pomona.
Yep.
At least that'd be the easy bet at this point. So yeah, this is the first of 3 nights or Fridays in a row that we've got to battle this, and hopefully we can learn from it, escape without too many injuries, and be able to get after it next week and the week after.
Yep, Thompson Valley next week, then Pomona home, and then finish on the road at Severance on the 7th of November already.
Yeah, Pomona beat this Roosevelt team last week here, I believe, 23 to 15.
I think they were away. I think they were at Pomona, I believe. Pomona? But that would have been quite a game to watch, I'm sure.
Right. Be like a state playoff game.
Yep.
They may meet again in the playoffs. All right. Let's get ready to rumble. Or let's all rise for the kickoff.
So back deep for the Mustangs is, I believe, Frank Urias and Dom Marquez at the goal line. Getting ready to kick off for the Roosevelt Rough Riders, I believe, is Chase Kammerer. As soon as he gets the okay, he does, and that is going to be a squib kick, and they need to get on it. And Aiden Brown finally does about the 25, 26 yard line maybe. And this 3rd quarter is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. So 1st and 10
He's put it down at the
Mustangs.
27.
Okay.
It's so hard to tell until they actually set it down. All right, let's go Mustangs.
First and 10, going to be a handoff up the middle. Gained a couple of yards. See where they finally put it down at.
I think at the 30.
30. Gain of 3, so bring up second and 7.
That's a good positive play. Fritzler comes out.
Dom Mark. Yeah, Dom's still on the sideline.
So Aiden.
Aiden Brown in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 left. JJ rolls out to his right, pass downfield, and comes up short of Isaiah Ortiz.
And that was not a very good pass there.
No, he was trying to get Isaiah to apparently run a different route the way it was. His motions once the incomplete pass, he was motioning to him like he was supposed to go a different route, but it's right down there.
Alrighty.
So it brings up a 3rd and 7 from the 30. JJ rolls out to his left. He's going to tuck it and try to get the first down, and he ends up stepping out of bounds just short, I believe. He's going to step out at the 35, so he's going to be a couple yards short. Let's see what the 4th and 2.
Looks like they're going to go for
35.
it. And you don't have much to lose at this point.
2 receivers right, 2 left, single back, pass over the middle, and that is going to be out of the reach of Frank Urias. So an incomplete pass there, 9:22 and counting here in the second half. Running clock, the Mustangs are down 40, 47-7.
Yeah, he had Frankie open. He just kind of threw it in the dirt, if you can say that on an artificial turf. But I guess threw it into the turf.
So 1st and 10, Roosevelt.
Looks like they're back to Mallory.
He
Their
is
sophomore quarterback who just lit us up while he was in.
So 3 receivers split left, 1 to the right, single setback. Snap, this ball is fumbled, but fallen on by the Rough Riders. And that young man, I believe the number was 21.
So unfortunately for him, he gets credited with a loss of 2 yards.
Caden Madrid, I believe, is who it was. 21, yep.
All right.
So it brings up a 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11 from 36.
And they definitely have a lot of young people in there because they're confused as to where to line up.
Bunch of receivers now. It's going to be a handoff once again over this right side. And he will get down inside the 30.
Yep, Madrid got to get those negative yards off, and looks like they're going at the
About 3rd and
30.
3rd and 5 from the 30. Three receivers left, 1 to the right, single setback for the Rough Riders. Mallory pass down the right sideline is going to be a completion. That will be enough for the first down, I believe. See where they finally mark it. He had to get to the 25-yard line. Looks like the
Right
far
at
side
the
official is
25.
right there.
They're moving the sticks.
So 1st and 10 from the 25.
I didn't catch who caught that.
They were in front of the players here, and I couldn't see who it was.
First down made by number 13,
Here we go.
Gavin Kent.
Gavin Kent.
Yep. And I'm out of room for receivers.
So Mallory shotgun formation to receiver's left. Going to be an inside handoff to number 6 and wide open, and he's going to get down to the 5-yard line.
And that's Brake, who was in earlier.
Yep.
Another
So that'll be a
Rough
first
Riders
down.
First down by number 6, Braylon Brake.
So that'll be a first
Your Rough Riders
at
are
the
first and
down to
goal.
the
5, 7. I can't tell. Just so hard to see. The first
Yeah.
and goal.
I can't keep track of this. I've lost it. I'm going to just do Fort Morgan's stats.
Yeah, you sit quite a ways back away. They have a 10-lane track here, plus the sideline of the football field. And then we're sitting another 20 yards away from that. So snap back, going to be roll out to his right, Mallory, and pass is going to be caught, I believe. Yep, going to be a catch in the end zone. And that is going to be, if they quit flushing the lights, I'd be able to see who it is, but Mason Mallory. No, that was from Mason Mallory. I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't have enough. I think it was 81, CJ Cisneros, I believe. Anyway, touchdown pass. Makes it 53-7 with the PAT coming up. And that is going to be up and good. I think they found their, oh, that's the same kicker, okay.
Extra point is good by number 57, freshman Brody Rolick.
Morgan's got number 16 warming up on the sideline.
That would be Maverick Glenn, I believe.
Maybe he's going to get a little time in on the offense. You know, going for it on that fourth down, you know, you're only going to get maybe 3 possessions with this running clock.
Yeah.
So if you can get one more offensive play and maybe extend it, might as well just try and look at it as a scrimmage and get as many yards as you can, or as much plays in as you can.
Well, we had no breeze up until just now, and that just makes it all that much colder. It wasn't real bad. Earlier it was, I think, 55 degrees. We will see what the weather is up to here. 53 degrees and clear, with a slight breeze out of the south. Mustangs will receive here after the touchdown by the Rough Riders as they lead at 54-7. And they wait. And another squib kick. And that is going to be in the hands of Aiden Brown once again at the 15 up to the 20 to the 25. And then finally goes out of bounds. They keep.
Give him the 30.
Okay.
Oh, and then he puts it on the 29.
Mustangs will start on the 29-yard line. Let's hear it for your Rider defense.
First and 10 Mustangs at the 29. Yeah, JJ's still back in there. I mean, like you said, you're only going to get a couple more possessions anyway. Down under 3 minutes here in the third quarter with the running clock. JJ rolls out to his right. Still looks pass, and that is going to be a completion at the 40. Let's see who that was. Isaiah or is that Dom? I cannot see.
First down by number 23,
Oh,
Isaiah.
Isaiah is Isaiah Ortiz. Could not tell for sure.
15 yards on that.
Nice looking play that took a while to develop, but Isaiah finally got open for JJ.
And usually with that long of a play and the quarterback scrambling, you get some linemen leaking downfield, and the lineman did a good job of not doing that this time.
So 2 receivers right, 2 left. JJ rolls out to his left. He's going to look for Frankie downfield. A nice pass, but it's well over the head of Frankie. As he and the defender go down. But it was over the head of Frank. So that will bring up a 2nd and 10 from their own 44.
Once again, don't forget to check out our Kentucky
Minute 38 to go.
where the
Well, we got a minute here. I'm going to plug the Optimist pumpkin sales tomorrow. It's from 9 to 1.
The Great Pumpkin.
That's right, the Great Pumpkin at DeRoche Irrigation on West Platte Avenue in Meeker.
All right.
Come buy your pumpkins.
Support.
JJ rolls out to his right, and he's going to pass. It is going to be caught, I believe, to Broden Jess, I believe. That is Jess with the catch. That'll be upper first and 10 from the 38-yard line of the Rough Riders.
18-yard pitch and catch. And Roosevelt definitely has their second team or beyond defenders out there. JG's got all the time he needs, and receivers are running pretty wide open out there.
Snap back to JJ, low snap. Going to roll out to his right. He's going to pull it down, and he's going to end up getting sacked. Oh, no, he's going to, he finally goes down. They blew it dead, but JJ with the sack back to midfield. It's a loss at 12. As we are down to 12 seconds, we'll see if they even get this playoff. I don't believe they will, so we will go to quarter number 4 with the Mustangs trailing 54-7 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
At the end of the third quarter, we have the Rough Riders 54, Mustangs 7.
Rough Riders, let them know we are the next. Here's Roosevelt.
Mustangs swap ends of the field here. 12 minutes left in this contest. All running time here. Second and 22 from midfield. 3 receivers now to the left, 1 to the right. JJ look for a screen pass, and they do get it to Fritzler. He's going to get positive yardage back to almost the original line of scrimmage. Celebrating up a 3rd and 10. From the, let's see where they fell. They put it down at the 37.
By number 13, Fritzler, Mustangs.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 9. JJ is still in it. Quarterback.
And they've called a timeout for maybe an injured player.
Well, I don't. Somebody. I'm trying to see if somebody's down. I don't see anybody down. Ran somebody off, I guess, and
they're starting the clock again.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. JJ rolls out to his right, looks downfield, looks down, and he is going to be sacked. Oh, that late hit, that was unnecessary. He was already down, then got piled on. You know, I won't say it. Anyway, it's the Rough Riders. You know what you get. So,
yeah. Well, and you've got young kids who are excited to be out there playing their first varsity game, and they see a quarterback struggling to go forward, and you're taught to go till the whistle, and they just went maybe a second past.
Yep.
And you got to look at it and say, you know, he's on the sideline and he's got 2 guys on him. Do we really need to go hit him again? But you're right. Roosevelt, you can look at it 2 ways. The way you were implying, and the other one is, you know, we're going to play between the whistles and we're going to play hard.
Yep.
And you don't like it, don't come play us.
And they've always been that way. I mean, it's always been a
very physical.
Usually it's always been a slobber knocker between these 2 teams, and JJ rolls out to his left. He's got some room. He's going to pull it down and run down to the 15, down to the 10, and he's going to go down and does pick up the first down. Ten minutes left in the contest. The Rough Riders lead 54-7.
18 on that run.
Let's see, first and goal. It's hard to tell. Maybe it's first and 10 at the 10. JJ deep pass over on that left sideline and over the head of his intended receiver. Brings up the second down.
He had another receiver wide open on the right corner as well.
He got a pretty good arm. I mean, that's a long throw from this right hash mark clear to the left end of the end zone.
Mm-hmm. The breeze has come up a little bit, just enough to make it cold.
Make me want to shake a little bit. Feels like I'm nervous, but I'm just cold. So Chisholm split wide left, Frankie inside of him. Isaiah Ortiz to the right. Jess goes in motion right to left. Snap back to JJ. Pass to Isaiah Ortiz, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. Isaiah Ortiz with a 10-yard touchdown reception from JJ Marquez.
So 2 passing touchdowns for JJ. 1 to Ortiz and 1 to Urias back in the first half.
Yep. So some positives coming out of here in the second half. Frankie, kick is up and hits the outside of the left upright and no good. So that will leave it at 54-13. So it will be at Thompson Valley next week, 7 o'clock kickoff against the Trojans. Yep. Another word from one of our sponsors here, Wiggins Equipment. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and products you need at your most critical time.
Thompson Valley just halftime 42-0 against Mountain View.
Yeah.
The team that we just played last week.
So get a brush score there. I think they're in a running clock and brush
we'll look
tonight.
that up for you.
Mustangs ready to kick off. 7:17 and counting here at Roosevelt. And a squib kick going to be taken down at about the 28-yard line of the Rough Riders. So first and 10 Rough Riders. We'll see 7 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
For some reason, the 2A
Not coming up.
Colorado Preps is not coming up.
Rough Rider ball.
Wiggins losing at half 28-0 to Burlington at home.
So first and 10, and looks like about the 28. Man in motion, going to be a little pitch to the back around that right side. As he's going to get out about to the 35-yard line. Brings up a second down. Second and 4.
Yeah, Brush up 47-3 in the third, so their clock is running.
From the 35-yard line, snap back, handoff up the middle, and that will be third down. Out at the, it's got to be first down. I don't know why he said third. Had to get to the 20 or to the 38. I mean, out at the
Out of the Rough Rider, first down.
out at the 40.
Number 21, Hayden Madrid.
First and 10 from the 40.
And And if they just keep this, 3 plays to get a first down, they're just going to run out the clock on us.
Yep. 5:15 to go. Handoff once again up the middle. And that'll be a gain of about
4, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see, it was first and 10 at the 40. We'll give him 3. It'll be second and 7. From the 43-yard line. Three receivers split left, one to the right, single setback in the backfield. Going to put a man in motion. It's going to be a keeper this time by the quarterback. Nice stop there by the Mustangs. Let's see who that is. Number 15 is Kinzer Smith for the Mustangs. So 3rd and 5 from the 45. One receiver split wide left, dual setback behind the quarterback. Going to be a handoff up the middle, and that will be enough for the first down as he gets across midfield. So it'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 49 of Fort Morgan. 3:40 to go here in the contest. Mustangs trail at 54-13.
Made by number 42.
Yeah, they're just running inside and
Yep.
3-4 yards in a cloud of carbon pellets or whatever they put in these.
Yep. Whatever's in this field.
Yeah.
I formation behind the quarterback. Let me hand off to the up back. Positive yardage once again.
Another gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 from the 46. Well, Mustangs will drop to 2 and 5. As they look forward to Thompson Valley next week. Handoff to the deep back, and that ball is going to be fumbled and fallen on by
Oh, Fort Morgan's
Fort
got the
Morgan.
ball.
Got it. Not a clean exchange.
No.
So we'll see if the Mustangs have enough time to get in the end zone. They're at their own 48.
And they're leaving the starters in, which I think is fair.
Yeah. Receiver split right and left, single setback. JJ looks downfield, going to have to run out to the left. And it's going to be a pass to Chisholm at about the 40. First down, Mustangs. At the Roosevelt 40-yard line, 12-yard
Mustang.
catch.
Down, number 10.
Minute 45 to go here in the game. Isaiah Ortiz split wide right. JJ looks, and he is going to end up being sacked. Taking too long for that play to develop. So we'll bring up a 2nd and, let's see, then we get to 40, back to the 2nd and 18. Pass over on that left side. It is going to be caught. Let's see who that went to. Couldn't see who's getting up off it. Might have been Frankie, I think, who got that one. So they'll bring up a 3rd and 11 from the 41. Another screen pass to Fritzler. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Ben Fritzler into the end zone for the Mustangs.
Mustang touchdown, number 13.
Nice
Ben
job there by the
Fritzler.
senior running back. So touchdown pass to Fritzler. We're down to 19 seconds, so this will be the last play of the game. 54-19. See if Frankie can put it through. Kick is up and missed it to the right this time. So this is how this contest will come to an end, with the Mustangs falling to Roosevelt by a count of 54 to 19. So we will take a short break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and Eastern Plains Sports Network. Post-game show is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com. Now the Mustangs come up short tonight by a count of 54 to 19. They did get some points on the board here in the second half, one in the first half, but we'll let Kevin do his thing.
All right, I don't have any numbers for Roosevelt as they started subbing in and I was running out of paper. But for the Mustangs, for the game, 11 rushes for 44 yards. I did take off the sacks and put those on the passing game, although I guess I didn't take them off the passing game, so it's unofficial anyway. Those 11 rushes came this way: 8 for 19 yards for Fritzler, 2 carries for 23 yards for JJ, and 1 for 2 yards for Urias passing. JJ finished the night with 11 completions for 11 completions out of 19 attempts, 1 interception, 3 touchdowns, 219 yards minus the 36 or 37 yards in sacks. The Jess had 2 catches for 34 yards. Ortiz, 3 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. Urias, 2 catches for 24 yards and 1 touchdown. Fritzler, 3 catches for 94 yards and that last touchdown. Chisholm, 1 catch for 11 yards for a total of approximately 240 yards of offense, roughly.
Yep.
So we didn't catch up with Roosevelt.
Yeah, they had, 412 yards at halftime. So.
Yeah, so statistically, we were definitely outmatched, and in the second half, we got a lot of yards going against their second team, but that's still a positive that we can build on, and we're just going to have to figure out how to go to Loveland next week, take on Thompson Valley, and stay in the game a little better.
Player of the game is brought to you by Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. And we're going to go with J.J. Marquez tonight. Nice night on the night for J.J. The 3 touchdowns, only 1 pick. Had some passes dropped on him, so not all his fault, but nice job. He took a couple of sacks, got up, so his shoulder seems to be okay. He doesn't seem to be hurt. He was taken down 3 or 4 times tonight and got right back up and was ready to go again. So our player of the game tonight is going to be J.J. Marquez. So we will be back with you next Friday night from Thompson Valley High School. Our producer and engineer of Fort Morgan Mustangs football tonight has been Christy Creighton. For Kevin Rhode, this is Brian Nickell. Once again, the final score from Roosevelt High School: Roosevelt 54, Fort Morgan 19. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs football on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Good night, everybody.